Anyway, hello and welcome back to episode 8. I think it's episode 8. Episode 8 of Film Focus, weekly independent movie review show, where we're looking at two very varying quality films this week and next episode as well. This episode and next episode. So yes, hi, I'm Fred Black.
I'm Anthony Squire.
And this week we are starting our little film show by talking about Arena. If you haven't heard of this film, don't worry. You're not missing much.
It's a Saturday night get your mates round kind of film. You can't. Please don't take it seriously.
No, I was trying not to take it. It takes itself so seriously that you can't kind of help.
It doesn't really take itself seriously. Come on, Samuel L. Jackson is, as always.
He's a bit of a playboy playboy games show host. But the plot of the film is Kellen Lutz, or whatever his name is, this fireman from Denver gets kidnapped by a sadistic game show host who basically pits people in a death match against each other and hosts it and streams it onto the internet, and it's got a cult following. And
I was not sure if the people who watched it, they didn't realise it was real.
No, I don't think. I think they kind of figure out it's real. Well, there's a bit where they get this one guy in to make them to convince people that it is real.
Yeah.
There's so yeah, people don't know if it's real or not. But then the FBI are trying to hunt this guy down, and so essentially this fireman has to fight his way through 10 battles, kill 10 people, and then he will be set free.
It's just lots of action.
It's not, but it's very poorly made.
They couldn't have made it any more serious. They couldn't have done it as a serious film. It just wouldn't have worked.
Well, the thing that I think they were trying to be serious with it. They take it all very seriously. There's lots of kind of more dark areas of it, and
What if it was a real show?
As if it was a real show. And then there's all the torture in it as well when he first moves in there. It's all kind of sensory deprivation torture and waterboarding or something like that they do to him, and they do some really horrible stuff to him, and then they throw him into these fights which are really sloppily cut together and really boring to watch.
It's just tongue in cheek. It doesn't cross any lines.
No,
in terms of taking things to extreme, but it's an average film. Get your mates around on a average.
Terrible. Terrible.
Average. Get your mates round on a Friday, Saturday night.
And don't watch this film or something else. Seriously, I was struggling to watch it all the way through because it was just it was just so boring.
It wasn't boring. It was
sitting there watching it going, there's nothing's really engaging me apart from Samuel L. Jackson, who was obviously there just for the money.
Oh yeah, obviously.
He was just there for the money. He wasn't I really thought this was a great script or anything. He was just no, money, guy.
I identified with that character.
Yeah. I've always wanted to host a sadistic game show where people kill each other in real life, and that's why I decided to play the character.
So many similarities.
Yeah. But no, I didn't think it was. I wasn't buying into it at all. It was so dull and so over the top.
It was just a laugh, to be honest. Emotional speeches and the background music, beautiful.
I don't even remember any of that. I must have been too kind of dulled out from the.
You didn't give it a chance.
I gave it the whole hour and a half it was running.
Well, yeah, there was that, I suppose.
Yeah, that was it. That's the only good thing about it. It was short. It was a short film, relatively, so I didn't have to suffer for too long.
The film, it moves at a good pace. For me, it didn't drag on anywhere. It's just average.
I do have to disagree with you. I didn't find it was poorly acted. It looked terrible. I mean, the special effects, if you can call them that, are just really kind of down the bottom of the barrel B-movie stuff.
B-movies.
Yeah, you love your B-movies. There is a certain fondness for them, I guess, but I don't get it. So this one was just completely straight out of my head, and one of the worst films of the week for me. I gave it a 2.
2?
I gave it a 2 out of 10.
I gave it a 6.
You see, that's wrong, man.
It's not wrong. You didn't give the film a chance.
I get it. Well, I watched it, didn't I? I watched it and formed my own opinion.
But you were being so negative. Sorry, that's work talking for me now.
And you're being so negative, yes. I am being negative because in my mind, it was just a bad film. I mean,
It wasn't meant to be a masterpiece.
I know it wasn't meant
It
to
was
be.
meant to be so bad it
We've
was
watched
good.
lots of films that weren't meant to be masterpieces, but were still good fun.
Yeah.
And this one I didn't find was any like good fun. It was, you know, apart from Samuel L. Jackson just jumping around the stage like a madman.
Yeah.
It's, you know, there's nothing else really that drew me to this film. It's only you that picked it this week, and that's the reason why we're watching it.
Well, you've got to give every film a chance.
Now, Anthony, you know that's not true. You know that's not
Wait
true.
a minute, this coming from a guy, what was it again?
Yeah.
Human Centipede 2?
I admit that.
Let's watch this.
Let's watch the, I admit it, I did pick that one. I at least admit my shortcomings.
Okay, I admit I picked this one.
But you liked it, that's the thing.
It didn't cost any light. It was a violent film, yes, but it didn't take it to an extreme.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of violence in it,
but it didn't cross any lines. It almost did at one point, but it didn't.
No, I can't even remember that bit. It tried to cross the line.
Oh,
It was like, I love it. Tried to cross the line. I'm getting there. Do I cross it? Nah, no, I won't bother. Play it safe.
Yeah, I mean, Human Centipede was in a league of its own, not in a good way.
Yes. There's a special circle of hell just for that film. It's just ridiculous.
I can't believe they're going to make a third one. But anyway, so that's that.
Yeah, we've got a review for that up already, so go watch that one. Actually, don't, because you have to hear us talk about that film, and it's a terrible film in all ways.
You gave it a 1, I gave it a 0.
That's how bad it is. But even we didn't like it.
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting distracted again.
But yeah, Arena, I think...
Arena, get your mates round, you know, a few beers. It's a film which is good to watch once.
I wouldn't even say that, but this is one of those rare occasions where we disagree on a film and just don't...
Rare?
Well, I suppose... Well, Fright Night, let's not even go there.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. But it's just one of those films I didn't really get the...
I didn't think it was taken too far, or...
Not taking itself too far. I mean, you know, it's an 18 certificate film, has some violence, you know, the nudity and all that sort of stuff. It's like... It's one of those like stupid films that I could expect anyone from like who's like a big fan of FHM and stuff like that, because it's got all the necessary violence and nudity and weird stuff in it. And it's like, oh yeah, this is a big blokes film. And for me, it's just like, yeah, boring. Just like,
did you really fall asleep for it?
I didn't fall asleep through it, no, but it was getting to that point. I mean, even though I watched it in the middle of the day, it was just like, yeah, oh God, I can't be bothered with it anymore. I really didn't give it. I gave it as much chance as I could, and I thought, hey, maybe it'll be just stupid fun, like, you know, The Three Musketeers, or, you know, something like that, you know, some stupid fun like that, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I think it was. But...
We agree to disagree on this part.
Yes.
And I give it a 2.
6.
You give it a 6. So I think we should move on from that before we come to blows.
Moving on to the trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, that ends Arena. Very, very like, you know, just quick, down-to-earth review of that. Just like, yeah, get it out of the way. The next film, though. The next film we'll talk about is just...
The next film is... Well,
yeah.
Easy, steady on.
Easy.
We have to look at the trailers first.
Right, what do we start with then, Anthony? What do we start with?
Start with Trouble with Bliss.
The Trouble with Bliss, yeah.
Basically, a bloke, middle-aged. I get the feeling the trailer gave the impression you got a bloke who's just been coasting along, he's got to decide to do something with his life, then lo and behold, choice of 2 women comes up, and...
Which one do I pick?
Yeah.
One of them seems to be a bit of a psycho.
Throwing a bit of emotion, dramatic background music.
But it's got some good actors in it. I mean, we've got Michael C. Hall, who's making big waves as Dexter on this FX show, Dexter, which is a good show. I've seen quite a bit of it, and it's a good show. It's got Lucy Liu in it and Peter Fonda. They're all good actors.
Yeah, but sometimes... Well, I haven't even seen the film yet, so...
No, but, you know, it has some good jokes in it. I can see it being an okay film. I mean, there doesn't seem anything overly wrong with it.
Trailers can be misleading.
Yes, I'm sure the trailer for Arena looked fucking spectacular.
Tell you about the trailer I saw for Serenity when it came out. The trailer for Serenity looked awful, but the film was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean...
When the bad guy turns to the camera and says, I know I'm evil.
Yes, exactly.
I have no illusions.
Yeah. But yeah, trailers can be misleading, I guess, but this one, I think pretty much just down the line average comedy.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit of a deadpan comedy at that.
Nothing about the trailer really stuck out to me. It was just another comedy, drama. Yeah.
So you're not too fussed with that one?
I'll watch it when it comes out.
Next one, though, I don't know why you picked this one. I mean, it's on there, but I'm quite surprised you actually chose to review this one. God's Country. I don't know, it would just look so bad, and we both thought it looked very, very bad.
Basically, you've got some barren... It looked like... You ever seen Mad Max 2? Imagine the barren wasteland of Mad Max 2, but it's up for sale.
No, but then it's like some desert in Ohio or wherever it is, some desert in the middle of America or something, and, you know, some guys want to build a casino out on it, so they send their deal maker essentially out to this, you know, group of people who are living in that land and tell them to move out. But she befriends them and obviously comes to like the place.
Oh yeah, obviously.
It sounds like a bit like Doc Hollywood or...
oh god, Doc Hollywood.
Yeah, which is essentially, if you've seen Cars, most people have seen Cars and not Doc Hollywood. Cars is essentially a remake of Doc Hollywood. And God's Country looks like that sort of story, but with a bit of a real estate twist involved in it.
I loved this trailer.
Because it's so emotionally rubbish.
Happy background music, and then suddenly it goes all tense. It was just the lad's up for sale. Oh my god, what's going to happen?
Oh yeah,
no!
And they all find out she's been lying to them. Yeah. And it all gets really emotional. Like, you lied to us. You lied to me. And I'm like,
you lied.
Oh, please get over yourselves.
If the film's bad, the trailer was still beautiful.
The trailer was bad. I think the film is going to be pretty bad as well.
Maybe on to the next trailer.
Just because we watched this on the iTunes website, and the poster for it in the background was like kind of airbrushed, like smiling to the camera, like yeah, look at me. And it was like what the hell is going on? It looks so fake.
Well, of course it's going to be fake.
I mean, I know they're acting, so it's obviously fake, but. It just looks
I just kept thinking of Mad Max 2, the barren wasteland.
I believe it's a very different story to Mad Max 2.
Oh, it's very different to Mad Max 2, but if you imagine the barren wastelands in Mad Max 2 and someone's put them up for sale.
Yeah, to build a casino.
Yeah.
But that's oh god, I just got a glimpse of the next trailer. We've got them all on Notepad down here. And the FP is our next trailer. The FP.
Oh, this trailer was brilliant.
I will
basically, it makes out it's about gang warfare, and then suddenly you just got people on a dance mat and they're competing.
Yeah,
on a dance mat.
It essentially makes like Dance Dance Revolution and games like that an underground warfare. Makes it the centre of underground like gang warfare.
Yeah,
it's fucking bizarre. Because
it was brilliant. Like
it's like they're essentially wearing like massive boots as well. Literally boots as big as two of my arms or something. Like just massive things. And they're hardly moving at all because they're not. It's one of the weirdest trailers I've seen in a while, and it looks.
I really want to watch this film because it's just what tribal warfare, gang warfare on dance mats.
It's just it was so bizarre, and it's like the plot was some really emotional sort of like this guy's brother dies whilst playing the game, doing this, playing this battle, and he leaves and then comes back to face the guy who killed his brother on dance mats. So like Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, I mean,
we all know what Dance Dance Revolution is. You see it in arcades and everything, like the arcade down the marina.
Yeah,
with the ball place and everything. They've got one there, and they're just ridiculous little game machines. Have you ever tried playing one of them? Yeah. They're fucking hard, aren't they?
I know they're hard. Maybe... this film is good. I really want to watch this one when it comes out.
So bad. But, really funny at the same time. You're just looking and going...
It's like tribal warfare, and it's like, our fight's not here. It's out there on the dance floor.
I also like the fact that they had, you had the screen going on cage match, and they've just encased the two things in a cage. So, and there's this crowd kind of beating down the cage outside, like, yeah, come on! So you've essentially got WWE wrestling cage match with dance mats. It's just so bizarre. It just deserves an audience.
I really want to see this film when it comes out.
Oh, it was so ridiculous. Yeah, the next one, maybe not so much.
Wrath of the Titans.
Yeah, Wrath of
Just
the
another
Titans.
big Hollywood blockbuster.
But then we usually do review the blockbusters, the Hollywood blockbusters anyway, so we will most likely get it when it comes out.
Yeah, you know,
it is a big CGI fest. I mean, Clash of the Titans, fairly entertaining. It was, a no-brainer. You didn't have to engage your brain for any of it, just watch and, the pretty
be amazed by the special effects.
Yeah. It was one of the films that apparently, killed the 3D craze. Because it was one of those ones that it was converted. It wasn't shot in 3D. It was converted from 2D to 3D in post-production. And I went to see it in 3D, and it was just shit.
Most 3D films are.
But I saw it in high definition, around my parents and Sky Movies, and it was, I enjoyed it a lot more there because I could see what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in 3D again. It's just, I don't know. It's just an average blockbuster, but just tons of special effects, massive set pieces, and
there'll be some acting in there somewhere.
Maybe
some emotional speech.
You've got the original cast backs. You've got Sam Worthington. You've got Liam Neeson. Yeah. God that he is. He is actually God, actually, and he's Zeus. And you've got Ralph Fiennes as Hades. You got all these cool guys in it, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. You'll enjoy yourself at the cinema just going, this is terrible film. But
I should have got Terence Stamp to play God. He could have relived Superman 2. Kneel before Zod.
Bow before Zeus. That would be amazing, actually, Terence Stamp playing God. Right, that needs to happen, Hollywood. In a film sometime, Terence Stamp needs to play God. But the last trailer we've got, moving on from that, is The Trouble with the Truth.
I like this trailer. It was just it was some guy giving his a girl tells her dad she's going to get married, and he says, "Oh no, don't make that mistake."
Yeah, don't get married when you're young. God damn it! Why would you want to do that? And then starts reevaluating his own marriage with his ex-wife, who he's still good friends with apparently, and it starts off quite funny, the trailer, but it does get a little bit emotional and this whole heartbreaking
I love that line when she says, "Yeah, but Daddy, I love him." Yeah, if you want to stay loving him, don't get married.
Yeah. Why would you want to take all the fun out of the relationship by getting married? I was like, okay, that's an interesting way to go about it, really. But yeah, it looked all right, I guess.
I'd like to see it when it comes out. It looks like a light-hearted, throwing a bit of emotion drama.
Yeah, probably a bit more dramatic than we'd like to see. I'd like to see more of the comedy in there, and not so much of the I don't know if I love you or not. All that sort of drama. I'm not a big fan of that. We're not big fans of that, definitely. So
not when you can have explosions and stuff instead. But moving on.
Moving on. That finishes our trailers, which were all found on Apple.com this week, I think. So apple.com/trailers if you want to watch all of those, or maybe if you don't, just go for it anyway. They're all good.
The next film.
Oh, the next film.
This film was brilliant.
The next film we're going to talk about, the skin I live in.
This film was.
I've heard about this film for a while, and it was. I'm not sure if it was new this week or if it's been out for a while, but boy, am I fucking glad I picked this up and watched it.
Yeah.
It centres around Antonio Banderas, who I'll always remember for playing Zorro.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots. I haven't seen Puss in Boots yet. I don't know, when is that actually released on DVD? It seems like it's been ages. Yeah, but anyway, Zorro, or Antonio Banderas as he's better known, is this this doctor, this surgeon, who
he has some tragedies in his life.
Yeah, and he's essentially trying to make the perfect synthetic skin, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just striving to make the perfect synthetic skin, and you don't know why, but he's just doing it. And throughout the film, you find out everything that's happened to him and the people around him, and why he's doing what he's doing.
It was so well done. Good pace.
Yeah.
Really good acting,
and shocking, in a good way.
Shocking ending, but the film did it in a really good way. It wasn't. Dare I say?
But it's not it's not, but you can be shocking in a human centipede way, as you're about to say. but you can also be shocking without being
You don't need...
crude or
Yeah.
hyperly violent.
This film will be remembered for the right reasons.
Yeah, and you really, if you see it, and you do want to show it to your friends, you will want to show it to your friends.
Yeah.
Everyone I know, you just have to see this film.
I mean, that...
But you cannot tell them what happens.
No, you can't tell them the ending because...
You
I
can't
didn't
tell
see
them
that
anything
coming,
about like the last half of the film, really, can
Yeah.
you? Because it just builds itself up in such a way, and your jaw just gradually like drops to the floor as what's happening. And
I even found myself saying out loud, like, "Oh my god!" And I'm not throwing that in for dramatic effect. I genuinely did.
But the thing is that it doesn't seem like it's one of those films. You know, you have these films with like these twists and all these things that lose their appeal after if you were to watch it for a second time. I mean,
No,
if anyone watches The Sixth Sense now, you know what's going to happen, and it kind of loses its appeal a little bit. But I would happily watch this again, and I think it would still be just as twisted and just as effective as it was the first time, because
it was just so well done.
It's so original.
Yeah, the pace of the film, the story, it never lets up, and
it's one of the best foreign films I've seen for a while. And it's all completely foreign. It's Spanish language as well. So all those people who complain about not liking subtitles, just forget about it and watch this film immediately.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over yourselves, really.
I gave this a 9 out of 10 because it was just so well done.
I gave it an 8, but you know, it is one of the better films we've seen, definitely, this year.
Yeah,
it
could have been done, like we said earlier, it could have been done Human Centipede style, but it wasn't. It was done in a much better way. And
it's often one of those things, like the less you see, the more effective it is, because you still know what's happened.
You're not having something being forced on you.
Forced in your face, and you're not having like these horrible images, or you know, not that there are any like. There wouldn't really be any horrible images in the film.
It was a really sort of shocking film, but it still threw in some humour, and it was
there was such this guy, I can't remember the director's name, like Almodovar or
Pedro
but yeah, he's apparently like my dad was telling me he's done quite a few films, and they're all like of a very high standard. Like you know, he's one of these like big directors that no one's ever heard of. I mean, I've certainly never heard of him, but yeah, this guy
deserves.
He does. This film and this director just deserves every bit of recognition it got, because I mean, we could just bang on for another 20 minutes about how this film is just incredible.
But we're not going to, because I want to say more, but I can't, because
the thing is though, when you have bad things to say about a film, you can find more creative and more like you can literally just rip the film apart, because no one will really care if you don't like the film. You're not going to like the film. You can spoil it as much as you want, but with a film like this. With a film like The Skin I Live In, it's just, there are so many good things about this film. I mean, the acting is spot on, it's solid. Antonio Banderas is just on another fucking level.
Yeah,
he's just godlike in this movie.
It's just, it's just done.
How you've got
you can tell they've actually put some real effort into this film. It's not just another Hollywood. Well, of course it's not.
This is Spanish language.
Yeah.
It's
not just another
Spanish mansion somewhere.
Do this, do that, blah 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 blah. Throw in some background music. This was really well done. And I know I keep repeating myself, and I'm really sorry for that, but it was so good.
I know I'm repeating myself as well, but this is just one of those films, like, you have to drill it into someone's head. You need to see this as soon as you can, because it is one of those films that you
won't forget.
You won't know,
but in a good way.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to forget this for the rest of the year. Definitely, this will maybe creep into my best films of the year. I think
it will be in mine.
Yeah, it'll definitely creep in there. I think. Yeah. I don't know if we'll do top 5 or top 10, but we'll see how.
We'll have
to wait and see, given some changes that we're going to make. Ooh. He's hinting at things here. But yeah, just such a terrific film.
Yeah.
It really can't, like, the problem that the only problem I found with it is that I think they were paid a little bit of money from BMW because the car was just in it so much that you're just that white BMW that Antonio Banderas has, and it just every single moment he's driving it, you have to be there with him, and you have to see it slowly going along the screen.
I want to watch it again because I got this into my head. There's going to be some BMW guy in the background going.
Yeah, it's like, look, buy the car, buy it now. No, I don't particularly want a BMW, thank you very much. But that's the only bad point about the film.
Putting BMW to one side.
Oh yeah. But
I think this is our film of the week.
Oh, without a doubt. Including the film's next episode, the one we're going to upload tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this right now is the film of the week, most definitely.
And this brings us to the end of the show.
Oh. But we could talk for ages just going, oh my god, it was so good, it was so good!
Go rent it out.
Oh yeah, and if you don't like your foreign language films, just do one already.
I'll get over it.
Yeah, fucking get over yourself and go and watch this, because...
Are there really people?
Yeah, no, I know people. Some of them I work with, some of them I just know from uni and stuff like that, that they won't watch a subtitled film because they can't concentrate on the picture and the words at the same time. They kind of lose focus with what's going on the screen. But I don't get it. I really don't get it myself. I've been watching foreign films. I don't know what the first one my dad introduced me to. Probably I think one of the first foreign films I ever watched was Akira.
Oh yeah. And
I've been watching subtitled films since then.
I love District 13.
District 13 is a great one. Confessions I watched recently, and you need to watch that film. It's just. No, seriously, it's like The Skin I Live In, but just not on the same but on that same kind of shocking and just brilliantly made level. Confessions is just such an amazing film. Maybe we should watch that as part of our new format that we're doing in a few weeks. I think. Yeah, I'd like to. We'll do a foreign film We'll do a foreign film episode.
Yeah,
and we'll just get. I know,
to be honest,
I know I'm going to pick Confessions for that one. Then I'll pick Confessions and I'll make you watch it. And you will hate me, but
I'll watch it.
Yeah, no, I know you'll watch it, but it's one of those.
Sorry,
things.
we're dragging it on now.
We're dragging it on, but
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll see you next episode, guys.
Take care, guys.
Yep, see you later. Bye. Oh.